import it. All right.
Is it like the one that we did, or the latest
Yeah,
one?
no, it's the assignment we just worked on. I'm just going over it.
Okay.
So now we said that we could just say npm start, and then that will open the browser for us like that. That's what we have.
Record it.
Yeah, I'm recording it, so it's good. So that's what we have. This is the mesh laga bilaabayo. Haddaan aadno app.js-ka, there's not much ku jiro. So divkan waxaan ku bedelaynaa marka movie list aan ku bedelaynaa, which is component-gan. So let's see. So we just import movie list. No, actually, before we do that, let's do a couple of things. Marka hore waxaan fiirinaynaa meeshaan. So inta waxay leedahay we have to study the response from this API. But I already know the response, so I'm just gonna set it to the state. Set movie list. The state is this, set movie list. And now I'm just gonna say here response.data. So that's what where the data is. And then I might bring my, let me bring my, let's put right next to each other. It's easier that way. So we can see any changes that happens. Okay, so put it right there. So now waxaan sameynaynaa marka we can render the component movie list for now, but we have to change it. So I'm just gonna render it movie list. So component can also render now movie list. So if we just say so render, we have to import it here. So movie list. Save aan leenahay. It's not going to show anything because waxaan u baahanaa inaan pass gareyno. We need to pass. Showing the issues here. We need to pass the state can. Inaan ku pass gareyno as a prop here. So waxaan leenahay movies because it's asking us for that prop. You see, this is movies component to it. It's asking for a prop lot of movies. Don't know how a movie list. Movie list how the state. This is state. And that state waxay ka imaaday this API. And we just set it to this. So now all our movies are showing. So that's great. But the next step is we need to make everything clickable. So this home we cannot click. We cannot click any movie. So we have to make everything clickable. To do that, we need to import route here. So see, import React router here. So we're going to say import, and you could see this in all the assignment we did. So browser router as a router. So this one always you're going to use this every time you're trying to do anything related to routing. Yeah, the router down. And here we have to wrap around it the app.js and the app component. So I have to wrap a router around it. Okay, just like that. Save. We will not do anything because we have to set up all the routes. So here we have to import the routes. We have to import a couple of things. Let's say import. We have to import route and switch. And keep in mind those are capital letters. From React router. So labadan isticmaalina to create a route, and then we have to go to different components in an sameyno in an click gareyno. So we're gonna do that. Let's see. Abdurshid, how you doing? So inta waxaan sameynayna switch. Switch ka marka waxaan gelinaynaa all the routes kan gelinaynaa. Wax route oo dhan wuxuu dhex gelayaa switch.
Adana, sorry,
How you doing, bro?
alhamdulillah. Good, alhamdulillah. Sorry, I came late. I had to go to Janaza.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Whose janazah is it?
It was the family, one of my friend's family. It's died. His mother
Oh,
just passed
subhanallah.
away last night.
Subhanallah, subhanallah. That's sad. That's sad. Tahan Haristo. Ramadan or
Is this the just the router lecture? I mean, assignment?
No,
What are you doing?
yeah, the assignment to go. We're just going over again one more time.
Okay.
Muhammad Abana. So Muhammad, as you can see, waxaan sameeyey switch, and then switch gudihiisa waxaan geliyay route, and the route waxaan u sameeyey waxa la path. Pathkan slashtan micnaheedu waxa waaye waa the home waaye. This is the home cut, or like this one. This, when we click, it's gonna go to here, this component, and this component here, it's movie scan waaye. So every time we want to click home, it needs to go back to that component, which is these movies. But we have to create the link. So a route is more like a if statement. It's basically saying if the path can correct, hadduu san yahay slash hadduu yahay, and hadduu saas yahay waxaa rendergeysaa component kan. That's basically what it's saying. So we have to create that link. To create that link, the link kan homeka wuxuu ku jiraa, it's in safe list. And also waxaan geliyay note qaybta readmega haddaad tagtid, waxaan kuu sheegay waxaa iri the home link wuxuu ku jiraa safe list. So it's right here. So kana waxaan gelinaynaa link. So we're just going to say to, and then slash. And dhinacaan, so let's just close it. Dhinacaan aan ka marinayna. So save aan leenahay hadda, everything should be good. So we have to import it. Import link. Keep in mind that link is capital letter ugu horeyso from React Cloud down. Right there. So now if we click home, it should work. Haddaan meesha wax kala gelino, something like that, and we click on home dhagsiino, waxaan gelin halkan enter aan leenahay, and then click home, it takes back to here. So that's good. So that's the first one. Second one, waxa waaye each movie marka dhag la siiyo, it should go to a specific route. So that's what we're going to do. And keep in mind that markii aan sameynayno routeska waa in ay kan oo less specific ah. So kan camal slash bas waaye. Wixii slash ka badan inuu kor sii aado. So if there is like slash movies, kor inuu kan ka koreeyo. Haddana if there is slash movies slash something else, inuu kasii koreeyo. So saas inay u kala koreeyaan la rabaa. So route kalaan sameynayaa. Another route. Pathka waxaan ka dhigaynaa movie list slash ID. And ID gaasna waxa waaye is each movie ID giisa. So here waxaan render galaynaa, so movie marka dhag la siiyo waxaan rabnaa in movie card uu soo baxo. So that's what we're looking for. So we have to bring the movie card component again. Okay. Movie card inaan soo import garayno. But also inaan pass garayno datada. So inaan pass garayno this props kan inaan pass garayno. Same props. Like in props asaga accept garayna waxa waaye movie bas waaye. So you see here, if you go down, this is the props. So props waxa waaye or movies, more movie bas. Because each movie, well, it's not all the movies, it's one movie. And then this is a movie list. And let me know if you have any question anytime. I can stop. So movie card kan maan import garaynin. So let's import that. Okay. So now nothing still is working because it's weli maana sameynin linkigi. So linkiga darmi na sameyno waxaan tegaynaa movie list. Waxaan oo dhan waxaan dhex gelinaynaa link. So movie list wuxuu sameynayaa it's mapping over all the movies. So this is what it's showing basically. So waxaan rabnaa each card kan kale in uu link noqdaan rabnaa each card. So cardkana waa kana, this is the card. So waxaan dhex gelinaynaa kulligood the link. let's import that. To aan leenahay halka waxaan gelinaynaa javascript expression because waxaan ku dhex jirnaa mapkan ku dhex jirnaa. And also waxaan sameynaynaa template literal and then waxaan leenahay slash movie list slash waxaan leenahay halkan inta waa meesha template aan gelinayna template aan gelinayna movie dot id halkaan ka imaado movie kaasa id-gana waxaa movie kasta id-giisa and then intaan soo xireynaa. We're going to copy this and put it right here. So if we save it, see each one will the link. If we click it, meeshaan la geenayo waxaa ku garanaysaa inuu ku shaqeynayo linkigan kor hadaa fiiriso markaan laabano ku kalaan click siinaynaa see says 2 click another one it says 4 that means it's working but it's not rendering. The reason why it's not rendering is because waa inaan movie card fiirino. Movie card marka waxyaalo badan aan u baahan inaan sameyno few things. The first thing waxaa waaye isma jeedid commentiga waxay leedahay waa inaan bedelno zerogan you have to change it to use prompts hooks. So use prompts hooks haddaa xasuustid use prompt hooks waxay sameynaysaa waxay fiirinaysaa URL-kan kore and it just grabs the last one. I mean it doesn't have to grab the last one, it grabs everything halkan ku jiro. But then inta waxaan sameynay we set here prompts.id. So id-gan kasoo qaadanay. So waxay sameynaysaa object for each one of these. So movie list object ka dhigaysaa and then 3-gana object u sameynaysaa. So use prompts and then one function one. And then halkan waa inaan wax ka sameyno. That means we have to set data halkan kasoo laabanayso waa inaan ku gelino this maxaa la jiray we have to set it to that state. Set movie and then response dot data. Now use prompts man did we import? We didn't import. Import online high use prompts from high from React router down. Okay, so everything's working for us now. So if we click a movie, it shows the movie. Okay, click movie, it shows the movie. So sheekadana intaas waaye. That's it. wax su'aala
Ma'alin, if you go back qaybta oo like movie cardka, not this one, movie listiga.
movie listiga ha
Which line was
kana ku darnay.
Okay.
Waxaan sameynay linki baan sameynay. So linki waxaan niri to kabacdi javascript expression aan gelinay and then waxaan gelinay template literal waxaan niri /movie list. /movie list ka wuxuu la xiriiraa if you go to app.js wuxuu la xiriiraa route kan connected to this route. So route kan wuxuu leeyahay haduu jiro wax la dhaho /movie list haduu jiro wax la dhaho /id. ID ga waxaa macnaheedu wuxuu taagan yahay any ID. It could be any movie. So when we click, you see at the top it says movie list /3. So 3 guys why one time. And then other times how I can 5. So ID could be anything. So wuxuu raadinayaa wax oo saan camal ah. Waana JavaScript basically React basically waxay leedahay ama React router down-ka wuxuu leeyahay anywhere oo saan camal ah calaamadaas column-ka ID. It could be anything though. Halkan waxa rabtaa ugu magacaabi kartaa. You could say movie ID here. Save. Still will shaqeynaya. To go back here. It should work. Let's see.
Well, where was the props? Where did you use the props? Which one was it? I just want to say that. Like props commission English. Movie
Props
list.
kana. So we have 2 props. Low props and render. One the same information while we send the same information, same state and render. Right. So let's see why this didn't work. We have movie ID here. Movie card. Okay. Should work. Did we mess up something? Anikayga wax kale igu shaqeynayaba. Let's see. It's working on something else. Okay, aniga disability. You could say ID, but we could also say, let's see, say anything, it doesn't matter. Shouldn't matter actually. Because right now, if we say inspect console, movie card cancel log no, we're gonna cancel the proms scan. And then a cancel log proms. Because I shown 4. I think we have to restart the whole app, but let's see. Yeah, we have to restart the app to get that working. Hadda dhow wixii haysta waaye markii. So if we do that, if we change it to something else, wax micno aan sameyneynin, we go back here and we say cancel, restart. Yes. Should work. I'm not sure why. Still showing the ID. See, the ID is right there. It should render normally. I think the use proms is how I would expect an ID. That's the only thing. But other times you can use anything you want. To use proms, you have to use ID, I think. But there was other times I used something else. I think I used like, yeah, assignment ticket. I used yeah, if we go to the assignment ticket, code sandbox. I think it was that sharp one. Is the sharp. It's this one. So you can an item ID. You could use anything, anything you want. So when you shop, when you click, it shows that specific information on Kasa. So yeah, you could use anything. I think it's just it's not even how did you use prompts. It's just my computer maybe. But yeah, so movie lisigo Kasa. Any question? So kan wuxuu la xiriiraa, it's connected to this link. So meesha halkan movie ID gan dheheno waa kan our movie.id waaye. So dynamic, that one is dynamic. Macnaheedu waxa waaye each movie waaye. Save listigana waa kana. Waxaan sameynay this link waana 2/ route kaas marka soo link sameynaysa you have to route kiisana waa kana. Wuxuu rendergana this component movie list. Close this. wax su'aala? Okay. So I mean, if you want, I can send it to you if you want. Otherwise, you could just go back to the Ashaka video. I can share it with you. You could see the example too later. Okay. Key collect, we can do example. Okay, Ashaka Utambe. Because I want you to cast in a hoga waqti gelisid. Was form builder soma.
Form builder.
Yeah, Duran, that one I'm confused with the validation. And
Can form builder can this one is the first one. It doesn't have validation.
Oh, okay.
Waxa ka wadaa kan dambe the kii dambe. Yeah, validation is always not easy. So this one is empty. So أنا أديك سميت React هذا. حنسمينا and this one I think I also went over this one too before. But yeah, I'm going to do something example waxaa sameynaysaa this is what you need to do. List a team of members from state, build from form to add new members. Form as sameynaysaa, you're going to add new members to it. And then that's how you can create it. So example as me actually, let's go to Code Sandbox. I think I'll go to this one's advanced form. Was it this one? Yeah, I think this is the one I'll do as an example. Yeah. No, this one is a Mars rover. Kan waxaa markaan soo bandhigaynay the images. I don't know, I closed it. Okay, let's see. This one is Asharki, I think. I think it was this one, yeah. Okay, so this one you could add a student name, email, submit, and then it adds that. And by default, it's rendering these two. So meeshaas aa ujeedada waxaan sameeyey default state waxaan ka dhigay a array with 2 objects. Waxaan ka dhigay to get started. And then waxaan sameeyey intaan ku rendergeeyey, I just showed right here. So within the app.js kan ku sameeyey, and then form aan sameeyey. Formkaas wuxuu sameynayaa, wuxuu ku darayaa new information. Waxay anta geliso iyo ku darayaa kor. So what I did was waxaan sameeyey componentiga caadiga, state waxaan sameeyey la dhaho input, and then waxaan idhi empty name and empty email, same as the state kan wax ku jiro. Kadib waxaan sameeyey function oo la dhaho handle change. Waxa isbedelka ku dhacayo formku ayuu haynaya kaas, and then waxaan sameeyey form la dhaho handle submit. Anything oo under submit yuu qaadaya, wuxuu u dirayaa meeshaan kusoo render galinaya. So habku u render galinaya meeshaan waxaa waaye wuxuu u dirayaa function la dhaho add student. Functionkaas wuxuu ku jiraa halkan, right here. Shaqada functionkan waxaa waaye in uu ku daro arday kasta cusub inta soo gelino inuu ku daro listiga. So intuu ku dara statekan uu gelinaya basically. So form builder could basically start Apple. Basically, this is it, right? Adapted, I can like bedeli kara information can, and we can go over it again.
No, it's okay. Yeah, this one is easy.
I
I get some error, but still I'm gonna work on it.
Yeah, can I also did I just example? Hanka qaado. Same idea. Why can adig samir is just a team le why? Mesh student like can حكم is a team, and then you could set couple of members and samayn kartaa daatada waxaa ka dhigi kartaa sida camal oo halkaan aan ku sheegay. Waxaa iri couple of things inaad siisid waaye.
Email movie.
Role.
Yeah. So name, email, and role. Saddexdaas aad siinaysaa. So state saddexdaas aad ka dhigaysaa, and then just add couple of dummy data ku dar. Like hadda aniga aan ugu daray halkaan ku daraysaa. And then same thing with the rest. You just show information can just like this. You could style it if you want to make it look nice. Then function can is to add something, but you have to pass it to the form component. So this is the form component. The form component is right here. Props are seen as and then you create lower function. You state it. And then form kana sida aan ku baranay handle submit waxaa gelinaysaa on submit kaas oo formku meesha ku bilaado. Inputs kana waxaa gelinaysaa value-ga wuxuu ka imaanaa state-ka. On change waxaa ka dhigaysaa function-ka on change, this one handle change ka dhigaysaa. Function-kan isma bedelaya, it will not change. Waxaan uma baahnahay hataa cancel logan isma bedelaya function-kan maxaa yeelay it does the same thing mar kasta. And then kana waxaa submit marka submit la dhaho wuxuu u dirayaa functionkan props. So hopefully that makes sense.
Yes,
برضه waxaa baran doonaa classes. So the next 10 waxaa classes. So waxyaalo dhan aan bedelinaa. All this will change to class. Xogaan practice garaynayna insha Allah. Classes. Hadda korna waxaan ka taabtaa. I think you guys understand xogaa classes waxay yihiin. Waana soo marteen markii JavaScript soo marayseen. I think it was applied JavaScript. Waa kuwana components-ka markaan maraynay. We did a few things oo la xiriiro classes. Function aan ku sameyn marka hore. And then you could also do it in class. Wait, I think we did it in, I think it was either DOM, I think it was DOM 2. No, it wasn't DOM 2. Yeah, it was here, classes. So if you go all the way down, classes, and then you can see your class rectangle, we create constructor, all that stuff. So waxaas le waayo advance laga dhigo waayo react loogu talagalay ashag soo socda insha Allah. Any question, anything Abdishid?
So is this similar to where we, but is this more into React you said it for the classes?
Ashag soo socda ha.
The same idea, right?
Same idea, similar idea yeah, classes. So if we go here, this one, it's a similar idea. So this is the coming lesson. So don't worry about it. Just like anything else we did, we never think about ahead of time. We just worry about actually could you take assignment could in that so had the advanced form can assignment enroll list, enroll users. So this one is very similar to the key other time aan fiirinaynay oo ahaa in aad dirtid maxaa la jiray listiga ama informationka to you submit it. So this one waxaa ku submit garaynaysaa this API you submit to it using post. So just the same way, but instead of aad u diraysid function ku daraa stateka kan waxaad ka dhigaysaa you send it to that focus. waxaan rabay inaan idin bar actually formic, but then I realized formic waxa waaye waa third party waaye. Formic waxa waaye package loogu talagalay in formska lagu maamulo. The problem is ma ahan React ka mid ma aha formic. nin baa sameeyey oo gooni ah oo Reactan ka mid ahayn. So haddii mustaqbalka ay suuqa ka baxdo ama lacag noqoto, even you see enterprise leeyihiin, I think the enterprise is lacag waa you see. waxa adduunka free ma jiro.
What is this?
So mustaqbalka waxaan rabay inaad haysataan another option kale oo ku samayn kartaan forms. Formigana fiirin kartaan insha Allah. You could practice marka projectska ka shaqaynaysaan. It makes your life easier instead of 100 change 100 submit kana samaynaysid already wuxuu leeyahay 100 change 100 submit kiisan isaga leh. So you can look into it. wax su'aala, anything you guys want me to go over?
Yeah, I'm kind of not get it. I did it the assignment, the enroll a user, but as I was going the validation, it was a little bit tough, and the
validation ka oo Soomaa casharka lecture-ka aan ka sameeyay. Yeah. Yeah, so the validation is definitely tough. Okay, let's do a quick example of validation, especially with the WEB package.
With the WEB, package.
Yep, the WEB package.
So WEB is like is like a
it's a third party.
Right?
It's a third party. It's a third party package. Or could you npm suuqa npm waa like an app store camal waaye. So qofaa sameeya camal WEB. It's basically waxay sameynaysaa, remember how markaa sameynaysa formka markaa buuxiso ku dhahayo passwordkaadu waa it's very weak, email kaada
Right.
is already in use waxaasoo dhan password has to be this that so yabka waxa waaye shaqadaas dhan kuu qabanaya ahead of time
Okay.
inta adiga waxaa samayn lahayd one at a time at function gooni u samayn lahayd so it basically gives you all that stuff so markii aad soo dirto formka markaad samayso you just create a schema for the form basic schemada waxaa basically waxaa leedahay inputka name waxaa dhahdaa waxaan waa wuxuu yahay inputka age waa waxaan wuxuu yahay and that's all you need to set so let's do a quick example of it let's go to code sandbox let's create a quick maybe let's grab the key horaan sameynay the one we just did had the key and can this one can also grab Galena and then we're gonna modify it to fit our need instead of scratch and sublabin.
Sure.
Now this one is different. You have to go to app.js, grab this information, and also in a bedelimra because waxaa isticmaalaya Mohammed Amala isticmaalaya. So I'm just gonna grab this information, create a component also call it form.js, paste, save. That's it. So we have our stuff here, the app.js, it's all good. Now we need to validate form canmark. So, okay, so if we want to validate this form, all we need to do now is we just need to install yep. So yep here, yep, installed. And then we just import it like this. So هذه قيمة formka, then import it like that. And then we just need سان عمل إنه نسمينه. So we could just copy. So there's a couple of things. We could check validation here. Do valid هاي we could do. So you could do all this, or you could just do this and then use 10 كيسان كسمينه. So this one is a new thing actually. It wasn't here before. We were just using this with form so let's see this one what it does. So this one lecture so it's valid. We had the valid in then this is the function as so this is the you set you render valid here. You can try to type cast in okay, all that stuff. We don't need all that. So we can go back to the Ashki lecture and then look at that too. But so let's validate this form. So if we want to validate now, we just paste the which is just the schema. Schema now we don't need all this. Keep in mind this is a function, so so we just need two things. We don't need all this positive integer, all this stuff. We need email and just the name. So name ka already nugujira, and this one will be email. Okay, so now email ka, let's see email schema the email can add it to them. So you have to check it's right here. So this is how you validate email. So it's just string required not directed. You could add required at the end of it. So you could just say dot required. So each thing I could do in a method or a function. So had that why we have our schema, but we have to validate it. So how much so to do that, I think I have to go back to the lecture notes, which were here. Because that thing is new to me too. So let me go back. Go to here and go to note form. Here, yeah, note form. Is it this one? No, I don't think it was this one. No. I think the
No, it wasn't that one. It was, I think it's called compassion.
Okay, let me go back to my code sandbox. It was this advanced form.
Yeah, that one.
volunteer. This one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I think it was this one, lecture advanced form.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. So this is a schema sameysanay. It's exactly the same thing. The next thing is validation. The validation ka wuxuu sameynaya marka. This one is different than the one oo ku jiro meesha. Kan aan copy garaysan horta marka hore. And also we have to put it inside the handle change right here. Because every time wax isbedelaan waxaan rabnaa markasta uu formka isbedelo waxaan rabnaa in validationka uu dib u laabto uu dhaho okay waxaan valid ama valid maaha. So what we need is we just need to create this. I think we have to put it, you have to move the handle change it down and the handle submit. It doesn't matter JavaScript why, but it's better for the way u shaqeeyo wixii. Okay, so validation go kana. All we're gonna do is we're gonna just modify it. So waxaan leenahay reachka kan waxa weeye waa form schema, waa schema leeyahay halkan. Schema. Event.target.name, that's fine. Event.target.value, that's fine. Can set error. So kan waxaan baan state in u sameyno. This is a new state error ka kana. So each error is going to go to this state. So we could just copy this and paste it right here. Initial cut, we could just copy this and put it right here. So that's kind of like the initial, basically. It's the empty state. So now for some validate garanaya, so this is basically saying, okay, waxa add that, go to the schema amalo. Basically, this is what it's saying. Yep, go to the schema, find each input. It has a name, right? So that's what it's trying to grab. It's trying to grab the name. And then value valid for each input. Value into kujiro, which is the waxa inta la gelinayo. The valid then was valid. And markaas error kan waxa ka dhigtaa empty. Don't set anything to the error. That's what it's saying. But if it's not, if that's not the case, so error haduu jiro oo micnaha waxyaalahan aan la hoos imaano kan camal aan require-ka aan la buuxinin, then kan run garee. So error waxaa gelaysaa state-ka. The first error oo soo baxo gelay state-ka. So the first error waxaan u leenahay is because error badanaa jiro oo kala duwan. So we just need to grab the first one. And then we just need to put this valid change inside the handle change.
Where is that coming from?
Where's what? The valid change? The valid change?
No, the error, ERR.
Okay, so error can, yeah, so this error is the state cancel man. This is state.
It's state.
Yeah. So we just put in all the errors in this state. So if there's any error from the name or email, haddii wax jiraan error then kana run gareys maayo. Haddii waxba error jirin, if there's no issue, kana run gareys maayo. Which is means empty. There's no error. It's not gonna show anything, right? Hopefully that makes sense. And this one is just what promise. So I see that's why it says if you had after that, then it's just a promise, right? At the background measure dambe what promise. And now haddii waxaan sax noqdaan saan samee. Haddii noqon waayaan saan samee. Waa resolve iyo rejected ku jiro promise-ki. Also, even hataa in the API hataa arkaysaa. So if you go to the API, marka API u yeerino, access that post whatever that get, and then that's a promise. Micnaheedu waxa waaye waxaan marka haddii run noqdaan saan samee. Haddii run noqon waayaan catchkaan soo qabo. So it's the same idea. Okay, Okay, then we just put the validate here as a function, and then we pass the event, which is event mar hadaa maqashid macnaha waxaa any box kan ku jirna waay. So it's either name or email. Okay, so but now it will still not work because sababtoo ah because form waxba kama ogo validation ka. Just like this one, if you go down, you see each form has an error section. So I have to create that error section because error ka macnaha waxaa waay meesha ku render gaysma laha error UI ahaan basically. So we could either copy this. Yeah, we could just copy this, not big deal. So as you can see, I'm copying everything. You just have to know what to copy. That's the only thing. You could just put it right here. It's not a big deal. So this one's the name. We don't need this class because CSS can remove it. Then I'll declare now error.name. So now if we save this and we try to work with this, and we don't put anything here, try to skip, it's going to tell us this is required field. The reason for that is because inta required aan ka dhignay schemada dhexdeeda. If you go back to the schema, we made it required here. Required kan ka bixino waxba nooma soo tuuraya. We could also say length aan gelin karnaa inuu dheerka intuu dhan yahay. Sorry, I don't know where this came from. We could put the length. So you could go back to yup and then find like a length amount. Not safe. Look for length. You can say length is string, limit number. You want to see example? I mean, yeah. So you could play around with different things. You can just Google it and say yup length that. Into there into xabo gelin kartid. So that it works. This one same. We could just grab the same thing. Not just copy and paste. You can grab the same thing, paste it right here, maybe right underneath the line break, and then just change the name to email. The name this came from here. No, it's from the state and call that down. So state can do
you could add the minimum, right? Like characters that
minimum characters limit how the limit. Yeah. Okay. So this one, if we remove it, it says this field is required. Haddii aan gelino wax, it says waxaan email ma ahan. So it just keeps changing all that. And if we add something like at gmail.com, it works. At anything.com, it works. It thinks that's email. So once you do that, then you send it to the post request address. So form submit gudihiisa waxaa gelinaysaa this thing. So you could just do the same thing. waxaa bedeli kartaa state-ka, bedeli kartaa, and then you could send it that way. So hopefully this is the same example as waxaan ku siin lahaa halkan. It will be same. But yeah, validation saas waaye. wax badan isku wareerinin schemada iyo validate change-ga. Make sure validate change-ga bas inaad bedeshid. Schema halkan haddii magaca kale uu yahay halkan ka bedelaysaa, and then you create a error state. waxaa kala mid dhigaysaa same as state kan input-ka camal or whatever your state is. wuxuu yahay kala mid dhigaysaa, and that's it. That's all you change this one. And then waxaad sameynaysaa validate function-ka waxaa gelinaysaa handle change-gaada, whatever you name it, you put it right here. And that's it. And then you show your errors here. Error can basically wuxuu leeyahay haddii error ay jiraan. If there's any errors, then run gare errors. If there's not, then don't run. waxaa lahaa ternary operator aa lahaa. Okay, any question so far? سؤال about that.
I have to look. It
Yeah, just
doesn't let
use
me run it.
use the. Yeah, go ahead.
It doesn't let me when I try to do it. Like when I do the change and I say NBM start, it gives
Yeah.
me a different error. I'm saying A1.
Do you wanna go over show me how or you're not the computer? Let me share this.
Sure.
Okay, I'll quit. أنا كبحث. So let me also stop the recording here.